Trash. We all dig trash. Most of you who watch our videos on YouTube, I don't believe you metal detect. I think the majority of you enjoy treasure hunting, and that's why you watch my videos. So, you may not know how much trash we actually dig when we go metal detecting. If metal detecting was like the YouTube videos, it would be a lot more fun if every hole was a relic, but unfortunately it's not that way. The reality is that the majority of the holes that we dig are trash. They are aluminum, they're soda cans and beer cans and pull tabs and just junk. So what I did is I compiled, pulled from videos, pulled from clips that I didn't even use in any of my videos, and here it is, a whole section, a whole video of just digging aluminum. But here's the thing, I should say digging trash, but here's the thing. When I'm digging, when I'm recording, I'm talking, we're talking about different topics and different subjects, and I'm explaining things as I'm going along. So if you kick back and watch this, yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of interesting because we're still talking back and forth as friends as we're out digging. But if you just want to veg out, throw it up on the TV, throw it up on your computer screen, enjoy. This is pretty much what it's like to metal detect in between finding the really neat relics.
This is about a 50-51 target ID, and it looks like it's pretty close to the surface. Although there are a bunch of roots. It's a piece of metal. I don't know what kind of metal. It's not lead. I don't know if it might be tin. But there was an old barn here that burned down a long time ago, and this kind of looks like it's melted, so it could be from that. So in red you can see the iron. So there's a lot of junk, a lot of iron in the ground. But if you slow down your swing, there's something in there in the middle of a bunch of junk. Honestly, it could be junk too, it's just not iron. There we go, there's something in there. That's an old bolt, but we knew there was a bunch of junk in there. Let's see if it gives us the signal we were hearing, which it does. Okay, we'll keep digging. 35, 36, and it's in the plug. There it is. That is an old head stamp of an old shotgun shell. It's interesting. You usually see it looks like it's got some age to it. You usually can see some kind of printing on it, but this has got nothing. So I'll have to look that up. All right, on to the next one. So we got a solid 49, and it's in this plug. I do not know. I think that's really old tin. And it almost looks melted. Again, I've mentioned right here there was a really old barn that had burnt down. So that's probably what it's from. But yeah, it's old. At least it's not a beer can. We'll keep looking.
Patience and persistence. You have to have those two things in metal detecting. You have to be persistent. There's a lot of permissions that have a lot of debris in the field, a lot of junk, a lot of aluminum, a lot of things other than relics, coins, things you want to take home. But you got to be persistent. You've got to sift through that stuff. You've got to dig all of it. We all do. And just be persistent. Also, be patient, because you got to think to yourself, that relic, those coins, they're here. I just have to put my coil over them to find them. Something else to think about. I've detected areas that I thought that I had detected thoroughly. I've gone back at a different time and I end up finding a coin or a relic where I thought I had already detected. The thing is that you can pass an item, a target, one direction and maybe not hear anything, but then you hit it from a different direction and you end up hearing something. A lot of times when coins are on edge down in the dirt, you got to hit it from the right angle. So keep that in mind. Be patient and be persistent, because those relics are out there.
This is a 3839 on the Manticore, and the target is in the plug. Boy, that's a lot of noise for such a little thing. It's not a washer, it's almost, I don't know. It's got, if you look close, it's got a little green patina on it. So I have no idea what that is. We'll keep looking. 11, 12, 13, and it's in the plug. supposed to be. There we go. I thought I saw something round for a second, but that looks like melted aluminum, and that's all that's in the hole. All right, we'll keep looking. So this is a 1516 signal, and it's in the plug. Get my lanyard untwisted. Man, I am just destroying this plug. Here we go. Yeah, a piece of aluminum. You can almost see a picture on it. Oh well, on to the next. Alright. My money's on aluminum. This is like a 12. I just don't like digging in that range, honestly. Yeah, you can get gold and things like that, but that's more than likely what it's going to be, is aluminum. So for what I'm looking for, honestly, if I'm not digging everything, I understand I could be missing relics. I get that. But I can also dig more holes in a day, because the name of the game is not digging trash. So if you can use your detector and not have to dig every single time your detector beeps, then you're ahead of the game. So that's why these machines have more functions than just beeping when it goes over some sort of metal. So yeah, when I'm looking for relics, I know there's iron, I know there's shell fragments, I know there's bayonets and things like that, which I would love to find. But the main majority of them are going to be like midtones, lead, high tones, obviously coins, all kinds of stuff. But with the Manticore, it goes from 1 to 99, and the low end is iron and yes, gold, but also a lot of aluminum and stuff like that. Aluminum is spread out through the entire thing. But for me, when I get to around a 25 on up, those are good signals. And this is what happens when you don't silence your phone. All right, I'm digging lead. So just out of curiosity, so here it is. All right, now I'm kind of curious as to what this is. It seems to be long, or longer than just a... Let's see. Here we go. It's coming loose. So it looks like it's some kind of a really hard or thick steel bracket or something. You can tell there was probably a bolt here and a bolt here, and that's at the point it broke off. But now we know it's not a bayonet or shell fragment, but gonna get up and go get the next hole. All right, guys, brand new permission. Yeah, this is just insanely good Civil War land right here. I can't believe I got this property to detect. Corn was planted here. So as you can see, it's going to be pretty tough to swing a detector, but I know this place is going to be loaded with relics. A portion of it, well, I won't get into that, but let's get to detecting. $35, $37. So, new permissions. You know, you go to a place and you try to find out what happened there, what kind of activity in the past. You know, is it a farm? Was there, you know, a plantation, a battle, whatever kind of human activity. So like this, where I know that there's a large amount of Civil War activity and fighting right here. Until I come out here and actually start digging relics, to me, it's just a total unknown. Because you really don't know this. That's aluminum. Yeah. Yeah, that was almost 160 years ago, the Civil War. So, well, it was 160 years ago. But there's been a lot of people detecting. A lot of stuff was unregulated in like the 60s and 70s. So you never know. I know there's stuff out here, but I'll be excited when I find my first relic here. So let's get back to it. Dang. This is also a 35, like 18 inches away from the aluminum I just dug. So we'll see. And there's some that's out. What's that? I think that's aluminum. Yep, that's aluminum. Looks like there's still something down in the hole. Now, with new permissions, I call it like proving the ground. You think you know what happened, or at least you got a story or something, but you got to go out and prove it by what you're digging. You know, I've had a couple permissions where the family knew that the land went back to a certain era. You know, in these cases it was like mid-1800s. They didn't know beyond that, and it was kind of cool going out there and finding relics from the 1700s, some early 1700s. So you never know until you get out there and dig. And again, you don't know what's been dug there in the past, but I firmly believe, especially when you're talking about big fields and just really anything, I don't care if it's a yard of a house, if people say, oh, it's been detected in the past, I don't think people got everything just with the technology of detectors. So it's still worth detecting. So all right, on to the next. All right, this target right here is a 30, and then I got one just like 2 feet away. So I flipped the plug on the on the second one just so I could move to it. Alright, in my hand, what do we got? Not too deep, so I'm not, yeah, this one's aluminum. Not super thrilled on things on the surface like this. And then the second one, let's see. Again, this one isn't too deep either, so good chance it's aluminum. Right there, aluminum. Pull tab. All right, keep going, on to the next. All right, this is a, well, I'm almost certain this is going to be aluminum. It's a 61, and it's kind of shallow, so let's see. Yep, let's see. Yeah, that's aluminum. I found this corrugated stuff nearby. So, okay, on to the next. This one is low 60s. Man, it's kind of deep, so that's, yeah, it's right here. We shall see. So far, nothing but aluminum, but yeah. More aluminum. Yeah, more of that same stuff. All right. Keep going.
Hey, digging a lot of holes when you're brand new to metal detecting, it sharpens your skills. People don't think about this, but you truly do need practice digging a hole. You got to have practice detecting with your metal detector so that you know exactly where to dig that plug. You know that if you're off just a little bit, you're going to be digging straight down right past that target because it's in the sidewall. So digging a lot of holes, even if you're not pulling gold coins out of each hole, digging a lot of holes is required. It's needed because you're going to fine tune those skills of locating targets, digging a hole, and before you know it, you can dig holes, you can locate targets faster and faster, and that's the key. In a day, if you go out, you have X number of holes that you have time to dig. So the quicker you can locate them, dig them, move on to the next, now you can dig more targets in a day. So that's kind of the name of the game, but you need practice. Everyone does. It fine-tunes your skills, and it really helps you to learn your machine. What's your machine saying to you? How does it react to aluminum? How does it react to these different things? It's all good. So digging trash, I call it trash, but you know what? That's just part of the day, and it's all fun. We're out there in the outdoors, and we're doing what we love.
All right, another deep one. The numbers are kind of changing. It looked like a 70, and then, I don't know, super faint. Got a little more clear when I took the plug of dirt out of it, but it looks deep. I can feel it down there with the pinpointer. In my hand. That more aluminum. No, it's not aluminum. So what this is, I can't say for certain, but it's like a I found these before where it's just like the top of a toothpaste thing. Could be wrong, but not Civil War, so we're going to keep going. All right, so this is a 32. That's in the plug. I almost wish it wasn't in the plug and was a little bit deeper. My money is on aluminum. Right there, aluminum. Yeah, on new permission, what I found is when you get out there and start digging, you kind of get a sense after a while of kind of the different layers where you're finding stuff. You're usually going to be finding aluminum things on the top, high up. But I mean, you can find them deep too. The plows or the field has been plowed over the years a lot. But a new permission, like I said, kind of get used to trying to figure out where things are and like the depth of things. So we got to figure that all out. All right, this is like around the 25. I'm right on the corner of a field, so not my favorite place because this is where these plows and equipment make their turnaround. So they usually deposit all their trash on the edges of the field. There we go. Let's go. More aluminum. All right, I'm gonna get away from the outside edge and just kind of just get right there in the middle of it and start swinging. All right, 36 in the plug. Again, not as deep as I would like it. More aluminum. Man, I'm sensing a theme here. All right, so I just kicked up a plug. Piece of aluminum, but it also had this piece of iron, which I don't know what it is. Is that a... I see some red on it. Is this like a toy car or something? No, not a toy car. I'm wondering if it's some kind of... Yeah, you know what that is? This is to a ratchet strap. That's what that is. Ratchet strap. All right, keep looking. All right, this is a 30, and it's deep, so I've been digging a lot of aluminum here, trying to figure out this new ground. Part of the land has had some earth moving equipment in here recently, so it's pushed around a lot of dirt. Not in all the areas, but just in a portion. So there's really no telling the dirt that they're pushing around. If that's, you're going to find relics right on top, or are you detecting in soft dirt that used to be 6 feet deep? All right, where'd you go? Something's in my hand. Okay. think that is, yep, I think that's part of a pull tab. So yeah, it takes a bit to figure out the property. But after you put in the work, it's, you know, then you can show up and once you have it figured out, then it's more fun. But all right, well, it's a 50. It's the number we're looking for. But we'll see. Man, see, it's just not deep. And that's kind of what we're looking for. I think that's just aluminum. Yeah, it's aluminum. Keep going. All right, this is a 41 on the Manticore. It may have a little depth to it, which is good. What I'm doing with this property, it's so big. I'm going after kind of the hard property first. There's where the crops were planted. You know, they're going to have, that's aluminum, I think. They're going to have new crops planted in about 6 months. And they're going to be inaccessible until next fall because they're going to be loaded up with crops. So they didn't cut the corn that low, and it makes it really hard to swing a detector in between the stalks of corn. But I'm trying to hit that first because I'm not going to be able to get to it in the summer. Now, when the summer comes, there's a gigantic section of this property that is not going to have anything planted in it, and it's in a really good spot, and it's going to be open to me all year long, no crops. So I'm kind of saving that for summertime when I can't get to a lot of these fields that I detect. So it's tempting. I want to jump in there, but I'll be happy come summer when I've got a ton of property to detect. All right, this is like a 32. I can see it right there. Aluminum. All right, so this one is promising. Okay, it looks like it's somewhat deep. It's between a 48 and a low 50s. That's Civil War bullet range. Also Budweiser, but please be something. Please be something good. More aluminum. I was digging Civil War bullets this morning. I came over here and I've been digging nothing but aluminum. But it's all good. I know this is part of it, just trying to figure out the property here. Alright, so this is, I don't know, anywhere between 34 and 48. I don't really remember, but it's somewhat deep, which is good. it's still down there. Aluminum. Aluminum. All right, keep going. All right, this is a perfect 68, and it's not right on the surface. At least it's not supposed to be. 68 to 70. I would love for this to be something aside from aluminum. Just show me signs of life here. Yep. You can see it from here. It's going to be aluminum. It's a bottle cap. All right, keep going. All right, so this is a 45. All right, wait a second. Did I just toss it out of the hole with that plug? I may have. I thought it was deeper than that. In my hand, what are you? Let's see. I think that's a little piece of aluminum. It is. It's actually, it looks like a melted piece. It's definitely aluminum, so. All right. Keep going. I think this is a 25. It's at the base of this old cut down tree. I'm expecting this to be aluminum. Looks like it is, but let's just verify that. Yep. Aluminum. This is low 90s. That's a good number to have. You hope it's silver, but this will dig a lot of aluminum. There we go. It's melted something or other. Not too sure. Yeah, there was a structure burned down on this property a long time ago, so find a lot of this. Keep on going. So I'm going to dig this once today. This area that I'm in, the old home site. This is a 1213, and I'm just almost certain it's going to be can slaw, but I also know that that range could fall into, you can fall into gold in that range, but that's probably it right there. Yep, that's it. Aluminum. I should be digging it all, but I think for the rest of the day I'm going to be walking past those low teens, because this is all I'm digging in that range. So we'll see what we find. On to the next.
Hey, so I used to, when I first started with my GoPro Hero 11, I used to record in an aspect ratio that was bigger, which allowed you to, when you went to editing, you could zoom in, you can cut it down, make it different formats. YouTube is 16:9, which is bigger, whereas TikTok, Instagram, they're more narrow and kind of profile view. Problem is, as you see in these clips, when you go back to zoom in and make your YouTube videos, it just zooms in way too much. Just wanted to throw that out there. I don't film in that aspect ratio anymore, but you live and learn.
So this is a 29, just right underneath the, yeah, right under the plug. Here we go. Is that something for part of one of those hair clips? I think that's what it is. Part of a hair clip. I'll have to ask my wife and confirm. But, alright, on to the next one. Looks like a really solid target. 30, 31, 32. But it shows that it's close to the surface, so. Yeah. Piece of aluminum. $23, $24. Aluminum. Seems like that's what this is full of, but at least I'm doing my part in ridding this fill of aluminum. 52, 53. Looks like it's out of the hole. Yeah. Modern bullet casing. So that's a screaming 90, mid to high 90s, but this is so much trash around here, so if that's anything, could potentially be surrounded by just a lot of trash here before. Yeah. Yep, that was what was giving us our high signal. that is. Yeah, just lots of garbage. Another nail. Alright, I'm gonna dip into the field and see if we can find some better stuff. It used to be a really old house that sat here before and was demolished, and the parts were drug right across this lot. So there's just a lot of debris from an old house. But we'll go in the field, hopefully have better luck. This is such a super light, really light signal. It shows that it's deep, but it's very faint. Yeah, I could have easily passed that one over. It was so faint. That's an old shotgun shell. So this signal was a 1516. I think it's I think it came out of the plug. That looks like that looks like a 22 long rifle bullet. Yep, that's what that's gonna be. On to the next. This is an iron target. Got it out of the hole here. Bringing up like a 44, 46. Gonna be small again. Here we go. Just a little piece of wire or a tiny little nail, almost like a shoe nail. All right, on to the next. 55 to 58. Let's see. It's a bullet of some kind, I think. Yep, that's going to be a modern bullet.
Well, it's already starting to get the white patina that lead gets when it's been in the ground for a long time. But yeah, I can see the marks. It's definitely a modern bullet. All right, on to the next. So I'm trying to dig targets, even if they're just faint. But this hole was about a 35, but it's just got a ton of trash in it. But one thing that's cool, there's still just a lot of metal, but this thing came out of it, which is really cool. This is a very old spike. It's square, but yeah, that's cool. It's super old, but still digging in the hole. We'll see. Probably just all junk, but we'll see what we got. All right, this one was in the middle of a bunch of iron, but it's in the midst of the iron. It's given me like a 41 signal. Man, that's what it's going to be. Doggone it. Well, that's just that. That's a square nail. That's iron. So let's see. Our target should still be in here, because we knew there was a bunch of iron in here. Another piece of a nail. Alright, we'll pause this. I'll finish digging and we'll come back. Alright, we're going to move on from this hole. Found a bunch of square nails. So, I'm right next to a guest house, which was from the 1700s. So, getting a lot of nails, but we'll move on. We're looking for bigger and better things. Okay, so I just flipped this plug over. It's like a 40 signal. I just see this on the top. Yep. Doggone it. I saw the outer edges being round, but that's an old pull tab. Let's see if that's all there was. Yep, that's what was giving us our signal. All right, we'll keep moving. Okay, so we got 47, anywhere 47 to 50 on this. Doesn't look like it's too deep, but on the Manticore, the Civil War bullets are like low 50s. And it looks like it's it is in the plug. I see the edge of something right here, and it's going to be aluminum. Yep, that's what it was, a piece of aluminum. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so this is a 23 on the Manticore. It looks like it's in the plug. Man, that last hole, I knelt down in an anthill. So, that sucks. Yeah, another piece of aluminum. Yep, that's it. All right. On to the next. All right, so I've gotten underneath all this growth around this super old tree here. I got my shovel here holding the branches back. But it's a high tone. It was on the Manticore high 70s, touching on 80, so it's could be cool. Well, I'll tell you right there. Doggone it, that's aluminum. Actually, yeah, never mind.
Well, I kind of dismissed it out of hand, thinking that I had found some piece of aluminum but in this hole, but it's actually not. It's a piece of copper, and it looks fairly old. If you can see, that right there would be a keyhole, and then there's another slot right there. This would have been attached to like the front of a chest, or yeah, or like a steamer trunk. That's what that is. That's what that is, from an old steamer trunk. I can kind of see the outline of the design. So that's pretty old. So that's cool. Not just a chunk of aluminum. On to the next. Alright, so this is a 9, an 8 and a 9 on the Manticore. I'll be honest with you. I hate digging these signals because they're always aluminum. But you gotta dig them because that's also the range for gold. But so far they have all been junk. I'm gonna hit this one more time with my detector. It's showing that it's in the pile of dirt. It's just such a waste of time. There it is. It's just a tiny piece of aluminum. All right, on to the next. 63 on the Manticore. What is that? Aluminum. Yeah, that's an old bottle cap. And that's it. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so this is a screaming signal, right? It shows that it's on the surface. Like an 80. Between 78 and 80, so it could be a quarter. Geez, I honestly didn't think it was going to even be this deep. No, that's exactly what this stupid thing is. That's an old sardines can. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so digging in this hole, it was a 16 on the Manticore, which isn't real thrilling. See what the heck. Oh, that is that's a shotgun head stamp. Yep, that's what that is. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, this is a pretty screaming signal. It's 2627. Still in the hole. It's actually walking back to the truck to put a new battery in my pinpointer. I've been complaining about that for a long time, and I figured I'd do it before I got too far away from the truck today. Alright, here we go. And that is going to be another shotgun head stamp. Alright, keep going. Alright, so this is super shallow. It's like a, I don't know, like a 22 or something. Super hard dirt right in the middle of the road. But I pulled it out, and it instantly, piece broke off. But it's some round disc. It actually looks, it looks copper. No, maybe not copper. I'm not sure. But it's a round disc of some kind. So I'll have to clean that up and see. I don't know if it's part of a coin or what. It seems really thin to be a coin, but who knows? Looks like I got all of it out of the hole too, so I'll just be delicate with it and clean it up later. Alright, here's another iffy signal that I don't know that I would have necessarily on a normal day stopped to dig. It was in the 90s, kind of fluctuating, but again, it wasn't a real solid, clear signal on the 2D screen, so we'll see. Yeah. So that's a piece of aluminum. Alright, keep going. Okay, 47 on the manticore. What the heck is that? What are you? Huh. Oh, I know what that is. That's a valve stem for a vehicle. There's the threads. There's the end of it where you put the air, and then that would be sticking out the side of your rim. Okay. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so this is the first hit of the morning. Let's see what we got here. It's like a 51, which is 51 could be a Civil War bullet. It's also like fluctuating down into the 40s. So let's see what we got. And this may be deep too. Actually, what I just hit. What's this? Oh, that's a little piece of electronics, like a little resistor or something. That sucks. Oh well, on to the next. Alright. Kind of a weird hit on the detector. It's like a 38. Shows it's in the plug. Just not super strong. It's gonna be something super tiny. There we go. What is that? Looks like a rivet. Looks like a rivet and it looks modern. So, alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so this is showing a deep target and it's showing 77. So, been digging lots of aluminum, but this was a high tone, so. What do we got? Daggone. I think that's just more aluminum. Dang. Alright, keep going. Alright, so I came out here by this really old grapevine. I think this grapevine's been here for a lot of years, so there should be a lot of activity going way back. Got signal in the 60s right here, and it should be in the plug. Oh geez, good old aluminum. All right, keep going. All right, so this was a 45 on the Manticore, and it looks like it's deep. So let's see here. That's probably what it was right there. Stupid pull tab. All right, we'll keep looking. All right, so I just pulled this up. I don't know what it is, but my gosh, this took a while to find. And it didn't really ring up as iron. What the heck is that? It's made... Yeah, this thing was forged, hand forged and hammered. So it was made to be this. I do not know. I'll have to look into this one. So this was a deep signal, like a 4850. All right, well that's a bottle or a pull tab. Yep, pull tab. All right, on to the next. All right, so this is a 27 on the Manticore. It's just a lot of aluminum has been at those numbers today, but this is like really deep, so. In these farm fields in this area, I don't know, you go down about 10-12 inches and you can see when you break through the layer and go into a lighter colored sand. So usually deeper is older, but I'll believe it when I see it, because this is just an awful lot of aluminum. That's, yeah, see that? That's going to be aluminum foil. Oh well. Okay, 42, 43. That's promising. Let me see. There we go, man. More aluminum. This is crazy. Finding this type of aluminum all day at every single number and tone you can think of. That's the game. All right, keep going. Okay, so this is a 60. So that's pretty good. Let's see what we got. Is that aluminum? Yes, it is. Oh well, on to the next. Okay, so this is like a 29. In this field, it's just the aluminum is anywhere from the teens to 20s, but it's just, see that? It's just everywhere. That's it. All right, on to the next. Okay, mid-70s. It's not too deep. Well, that's a pretty cool sound to come across in the middle of a field. But not being deep concerns me. That could be a soda can just sitting on top. What did I tell you? Not a soda can, but aluminum. Now what's funny is we just got this exact same type of aluminum. Rang up as like a 40. And then earlier it rang up as a 25. So it's just crazy. Don't know till you dig it. All right, we'll keep looking. Okay, this is between a 48 and 51, which that is. Well, now it's around a 45, but that is really in the Civil War bullet range. Come on. Alright, so I just dug this up. It was like a 35. I do not know what it is, but it's old. Looks like it's cut in half. So if you can see that, that's one side. It's got a kind of a stud on it, and then if you turn it over, I don't know what that is, but you could tell that it's half of something. But the age of it is spot on for Civil War, and I think it might be lead too. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. But this is right in the area of where I'm finding a bunch of these Civil War bullets, so I'll keep kind of spiraling out and see what else is here. Alright, real close by, just got this other iron target. It's that same kind of shaped iron, so I don't know. It's all in the same area, but we'll keep going. Alright, 20, low 20s in this one. I don't know, we've been getting aluminum all over the place. Oh, look at this. Is that a coin? I think that's a coin. No? No, it's not a coin. What the heck is it? Huh. I don't know what the heck that is. You know, when I noticed it wasn't a coin, my thought was it's going to be a hammered bullet, Civil War bullet. But it almost looks burnt, like melted almost. I have no idea what that is. No idea. Oh well, we'll keep going. Alright, got this little plug in the yard. This one's a little deeper. I'm not really trying to metal detect the yard right now. Yeah, it's going to be a piece of aluminum. Is that what it is? I'll clean that up at home. I think it's just going to be trash, but yep. Yeah, that's going to be modern and trash. Alright, we'll keep looking. So I got this little stream running here, and then it splits. But I've got access to all this property back in here. They're super, super thick woods. I've been down here before. I don't know how to get across here and into the woods. I think it's thickest right around here. But man, we had Civil War troops that were all in this area right here. I can see it on maps, and they were all like a lot of Civil War troops. So I got to figure out a way to get across this water and into these woods, because I can guarantee you this has never been metal detected. But I can metal detect the field just outside where the troops also were. So we're going to do that today, but I'm going to also try to find a way to get into these woods. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this is a 35. This is this is definitely muddy. So the target is out of the hole somewhere. I think it's out of the hole. Is this it? Yeah, here's something. What is this? The heck is it? I do not know. I will clean it up at home and figure it out. But until then, we'll keep going. 47, 48. So this is a really good target. I think I'm in the area of where I found that Williams Cleaner bullet the other day. Probably still in here. But man, this kind of sucks to kneel down in. This is really very muddy. And then you dig into the hole. Here, I got it out. What is that? Probably a piece of aluminum. That's what it feels like. Yep. Aluminum. Whatever that is. But yeah, it's aluminum. We'll keep going. Alright, so this is a 35 and it's deep. So hope it's not aluminum, but the fact that it's so deep could be a good thing. But I'm not even getting anything on my pinpointer yet. Man, this is the best soil. This is just, see how dark it is? People would kill to have this in their gardens. Alright, let's see what we got down here. I still got nothing on the pinpointer. I'm gonna check it one more time with the detector. And it's showing it's still down there. I think it's just really deep. Oh, see? Yeah, that is deep. Now I got picking it up on the pinpointer now. I think it's way down there. What are you? Oh, son of a gun. I could see that. That's aluminum. Shoot. Just double check, that's it. Yep, and that is it. All that for another piece of aluminum. Alright, so this hit is, I'm going to check it again. Yeah, see, that's a 47. It's not showing as iron or ferrous, but I'm down here and I got something big, and it sure the heck looks iron. Yeah, but how's that not showing up as iron? That's just weird. Let's see. Yeah, that's now it's showing up as iron now that it's out of the hole. Dang, now I gotta carry this around. That sucks. Alright, this is a 35 and it's deep. I think I'm on it now. Here. Super muddy where I'm at. Like every step. The ground is changing so much in this field. You move over 10 feet and you're sinking in the mud. So oh, still in there. Alright, got it in my hand. What are you? Piece of aluminum? Probably, let's see. Yep. Alright, we'll keep looking. Alright, this is a 25. Finally, just tons of aluminum around this range. In other permissions that I have, a 25 on my machine would be, you know, buttons. Where are you? Yeah, little scraps of aluminum is what I've been getting. here. That's what it is. All right, keep going. All right, so this is like a 90s, 88, 90s. It could be a quarter or aluminum, but we're here in the field now, so let's see what we got. What is this? Not a bullet. It's not lead, it's light. I have no clue what this is. Yeah, no clue. It's not lead. Doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't appear to be melted. But I'll clean it up at home and see. Kind of weird. Alright, so this is a 44. Signal actually cleaned up and looked a lot more solid once I turned the plug over. So far, nothing but aluminum. Lots of soda cans, pull tabs. There we go. I think that's more aluminum. Yep. More aluminum. So far, the best thing I found is the 1988 quarter sitting outside my truck when I pulled up. Can only get better from here. Alright, this is a 61. It shows it's deep. It's just screaming. Yeah, it looks like a really good target. I don't feel anything on the pinpointer, so it must be deep. Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay, wait. Okay, now I'm starting to get some way deep down in here. Yeah, we're poking through to the next layer of soil under here. And I hope this isn't aluminum. Man, this is a deep son of a gun. Hope that means it's old. You gotta be kidding me. Is that a soda can down there? That sucks so bad. Man, that's over a foot deep. Oh well, keep going. The sun's starting to go down. That's what sucks about these winter days. Feels like the day just goes by so fast. So So, all right, make use of what we got. All right, so this is around a 50. Good signal. It's super cold this morning. It's like 34 degrees. Alright, looks like I got it out. Alright, what is that? It's aluminum. Yep, it's going to be aluminum. Well, that's normally the perfect signal for a bullet, but we'll keep going. Alright, so the signal is in the 40s, but yeah, aluminum. It was just weird as I was turning. The signal was looking weird, but let me see if there's anything else in this hole. Now that's probably it. That's it. Keep moving. Alright, so this is perfect. This is a deeper target, and it's low 50s. It seems deep. This signal's kind of faint, so I don't know. We'll see. Looks like we got it out of the hole. What do we have? It's been all aluminum so far. Right here. Is that it? Yeah. What are you? Are you a little piece of aluminum? It is. Dang. Well, we'll keep looking. That's exactly what we're looking for. Deeper targets in that range. But we'll find something. We'll keep going. Alright, so this is a really strong signal. Let's see. So I think I got something here in the hole, but it sounded like I had something also in the plug. No, let's see. So that looks like a piece of aluminum. Yep. Alright, so this is a 46. Let's see. It's not right on the surface. Yeah, I just felt something. What is that? Is that, oh, just fell in there. Aluminum? Let's see, what are you? Looks like scrap aluminum, but it's Just want to be sure. Yeah. Yep. Same kind of stuff we've been finding. Good area right here. It's kind of in the area where I found a little flat button. 1700s. So I've been working this field just absolutely forever. So not only Civil War, but we've got colonial stuff here too. But we'll keep looking, we'll find it. So this signal's screaming so loud, it's like 60, 70 in the 70s. I don't believe it. I don't think it's deep enough. I'd love to be wrong, but I'll bet you anything that this is a soda can. There it is right there. Yeah, that's a bottle cap. Keep going. So, I don't know what this is going to be. I'm already... Oh, so it's probably aluminum. That is all I've got today. And yep, it's deep. What's this? Mountain Dew? There's 7-Up. Alright. My luck's got to turn sometime today. Kind of feeling kind of optimistic about this section of the field here. I've not detected here a lot, but it's where I found the Indian head penny. Obviously, this whole field has history, has activity. I think what affects this field the most in terms of where you find stuff, I think, is how the property is sloped, where the runoff is from over the years. Tell you what, the buttons found on this property have just been a total history lesson. I found some buttons that just, through the research, just turn out to be something totally unique. Alright, this is kind of deep. This is like a high 20s maybe? Low 30s. No, it's going to be trash. Nope. Mixed with iron. What sucks is I've got to leave here in a little bit. .45, 43, it's a good signal. Not deep enough for what I am looking for, more than likely. Yeah, I'd be excited if that was like a really deep target, but closer to the surface, it's... Yeah, I'm not going to complain though, but... What the heck? Ah, son of a gun. I see aluminum right there. Yep. One less piece of garbage we have to dig up in this field. Low 30s. That wouldn't be a bullet, but it could be buttons and definitely could be aluminum, but that's kind of the button range. Where'd you go? Did I drop it? Dang, what is it? It's super tiny. Huh. Yeah, it's that. Whatever that is. Looks like a piece of wire. Yeah, it's a piece of wire, but I think it's... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of aluminum. Whatever it is. But... Alright, so this is high 30s. Not real sure if I saw iron maybe showing, but we'll see. Still in the hole. Actually, it was a lot more solid of a target once we got some dirt away from it. Alright, it's in my hand. I'm not convinced this is... I think this is aluminum. Yeah. More of a beer can. Looks like I was probably off on that target a little when I dug my hole. Alright, keep going. Not sure about this one. It actually doesn't look that deep. 31. I think I might be in an area where there's trash in this field. There it is. Pull tab. Good old pull tab. we go. Add that to the collection. All right, just turn this plug over. It's gonna be aluminum, I know it is, but who knows? What is that? Is that a pull tab? Come on. What are you? Almost looks like copper. Oh, you know what that is? You can make out just right here. Looks like a bullet, a modern bullet. And it looks like it hit something almost sideways and mushroomed out, but that's what that is. That's a modern bullet that probably just obviously shot into the dirt. So, all right. Looking for something a bit older. So this is interesting. That's a pretty clear target right there, and it's showing somewhat deep. Yeah, it looks like it's out of the hole. I hope it's not aluminum. Right there. It's a bullet, but I think it's, yep, it's modern. Yep, it's gonna be modern. Keep going. All right, we'll see what this is. Seems like a pretty strong 44, 43. What will you be? Okay, I think it's out of the hole. Piece of aluminum. Oh well. Keep digging. I'm breaking in my new Garrett carrot here. Getting it all muddy and dirty. Alright, on to the next. Alright, so this is like a low 30s. Getting a lot of aluminum out here. Okay, it's in my hand. More aluminum, I think. Yep. Yeah, I got to dig it. I found a couple weeks ago, early 1700s flat button at about the, well, I think it was like a 30, 35 on a manticore. So, unfortunately, right here in this field, that's also what the aluminum's ringing out at a lot. But we'll keep looking. It's in the plug. It's a 40 on a manticore. Yeah, see that? That's an old pull tab. Pull tab nonetheless. All right, we'll keep looking. All right, we're losing daylight. I'm gonna head back to my truck. So I've learned in the last couple weeks, you know, that saying of You always find the best things on the way back to the truck. And I've talked before about how I turn my detector off when I'm heading back to the truck. Otherwise, I'll never make it. But it's happened like 3 different times in the last few weeks where I'm literally walking on my truck and I find something pretty cool. So let's see if I can do that again today. Alright, more than likely this is nothing. It's a 25. But with these bullet casings, a lot of them are coming in at different numbers, so. But more than likely that's aluminum. That's normally what you're going to find. Alright, on the next. Pretty strong 3840. Yeah, it's the perfect signal. There we go. Should be out of the plug. Come on. These things, if they're just tiny little scraps, man. Wire. Piece of wire. Huh. Not what we're looking for. Alright, so I'm working in this hole. Just starting off our day. Pretty good signal next to an old pecan tree. Oh, it looks pretty deep. I found, we'll just see what it is, but I found a pretty cool Confederate fired bullet 20 feet from here. That's a soda can. You gotta be kidding me. That's what that is. Man, this hole I've been picking up pieces, piles of dirt, and it's going off. And I'm searching through it, scraping away the dirt out of my hand, and I cannot find the target. And it's driving me nuts. And I realized I left my wedding ring on. So the whole time anyhow, on to the next. I just stepped into this field, and this signal is a pretty good, like 6970. So definitely promising. Here we go, that's a coin. Yep, that's a coin. So 6970, I was thinking penny. Yep, it's a penny. I think it's a Lincoln Memorial. Check that out. It is. There's some cool patina on it. It's green. Trying to see the date on that. I gotta look that up to see what the always meant to, and I never do, to see what years When did they start making the Lincoln Memorial pennies? Yeah, I can't see. I gotta clean it up. My eyes aren't good enough to see that. But we're looking for older, so we'll keep moving. All right, I may have a couple signals here. This is like a 70. Maybe more than one target. We'll see. It is so cold today. We got a pretty good breeze blowing too, so makes it even colder. But it's in the 30s right now. I feel like my head is just frozen. But it's all good. We're on a really good spot. It's my friend's last day out here visiting. So came out to this fairly new permission that I have, and it's just really, really good spot. That's weird. It being right here in the... Yeah, what is that? That's a bolt. Doggone. But it's not Civil War. It can be something off of probably off some kind of farm equipment. So, on to the next. Alright, so this, I'm 6 feet away from where I just dug a rivet and a bullet, and this is a 38, so pretty good signal. I'll find a button or something. It's a good number for a button. Yeah, man. It's a good number for aluminum too. That sucks. Alright, on to the next. Alright, 20, 28, 27. We're at the edge of a field, so edge of fields is usually pretty trashy. Yeah, the farm equipment over the years, they do their turnarounds here. You just see it right there. Is that aluminum? Yep. But they do their turnarounds, so on the edges of fields usually is where all the trash gets pulled to. Alright. Keep going. Alright, there's a 55. Pretty strong signal. So I jumped into this field. I'm not really detected before, but I'm underneath power lines right now, and it messes big time with your metal detector. There's just a ton of interference. There you go. It's a modern bullet casing. Not what we're looking for. But yeah, anytime you're close to power lines, it's called EMI, electromagnetic interference is just crazy. Makes your metal detector just all jumpy and spitting out weird chirps and sounds. But all right, we'll keep going. All right, 89.91. Obviously a good number, but I'm not too excited because it's not deep. It's probably, well, there you go. Gonna be aluminum. Oh well, one less piece of trash I gotta dig up in this field. But I gotta carry it around with me. All right, on to the next. This was a 54 on the Manticore. Yeah, there we go. Right on the top. That is a melted piece of aluminum. On to the next. So this is between a 25 and a 27. Now that is an old piece of foil. Yep, that's what it is. All right, we keep going.
Hey, so you made it through the video. Thanks for watching. Lots of people have said that they get frustrated because all they dig is trash. And watch YouTube videos, you see people digging all these cool relics. The reality is we dig probably 20 to 50 holes of aluminum or other garbage before we find a cool relic, a coin, what have you. But it's all fun. We're cleaning up the fields, the parks, and in between, we're finding some pretty neat things. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you out in the field.